Happy holidays. Can we restart? Welcome back to The Drive. I'm Bakari.
I'm Jules.
And I didn't come prepared. I don't have the mics. So, you know what we do when we don't have the mics. I feel like I'm having a stroke. On this, leave that in there, actually. I'm not scared. I ain't no bitch. On this episode of The Drive, we're going to talk about the holidays. Because this is our first holiday as a collective. What are we doing?
We're going to take pictures with Santa tomorrow.
And not only are we taking pictures with Santa, but we're going to take pictures with Santa correct. We're going to find out if we're on the naughty or nice list. Should we make it a whole thing? We're going to plug our shit to Santa. It was my idea, guys, so if you don't like the idea, blame me, it's fine. Also, I don't even know what to say to that. That was nuts. Also, it's been officially over a week since we dropped Kenan and Kel, our debut LP, not the EP, LP. Stop laughing.
Yo, this shit is out. It's in the world. It's in the ecosphere, nigga. The universe.
Oh my god. It's out. Cheese. I'm very proud of this. I'm very proud of our first body of work together. Yeah. As a collective, we got AM tattooed on us. That's how much we mean. That's how.
Hey, for lifer. Wait, is it a friend?
Kind of. Yeah.
For lifer.
How the fuck am I supposed to show mine? Hold up.
See, that's what I was worried about when you got it. I was like, how are we gonna take pictures with it? Because it's easy, because I could just do this. Hell no, you can't see. It's like you got the hood is in the way and shit. There we go. For lifer.
That feels so weird. Flip it around and show it off. Anyway.
You don't even got that shit plugged in, fam. That shit gonna die.
It's New Year's Eve. And with New Year's Eve, that means an end to the previous year. That means an end to the holiday season. That means an end to all the old and a welcoming to the new. And we're going into this new year positive with high expectations. Please get in focus. With high expectations. You're blurry, slime.
It's alright.
Fuck it. And with a positive attitude and outlook on this music shit. How do you feel about what we've done overall this year?
Well, we spent most of the year working on Kenan and Kel.
And how do you feel about Kenan and Kel as a whole?
I'm proud of it.
I'm very proud of it as well. Shit, you fucking kidding.
Turn your phone screen off so you're not hitting buttons.
You're fucking... It's New Year. Proud of it as a whole, blah, blah. I keep saying how Kenan and Kel is a good foundation for AM because it shows our diversity, it shows our comfortability in our sound, it shows our capability to work together and make multiple great tracks versus just one time thing. Shows our versatility for sure. I don't think there's a single song on there that sounds like another song, which is fire. Yet they all go together somehow. That's the whole thing. So yeah, we're not necessarily leaving Kenan and Kel in 2024, but also we're moving on from, growing from.
Yeah, it's the next step in the process. Making new shit.
We were supposed to take pictures with Santa and do the whole Christmas push, but Santa was being a bitch. So, yeah.
That was a Red Bull ad for sure.
I don't know what to say to that. We showed off our tats. We're locked in. We're confident. It's not like... It's easy to push content, music, work, art, anything when you believe in it. It's so easy. It doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like like a hassle. It doesn't feel like corny or forced. It genuinely is easy to do it when you believe in it more than the people that you're trying to show it. Like, it's not convincing anymore. It's more of a, okay, here's what we did, here's what we're capable of type thing. Do you agree?
I agree.
I feel like this is the most awkward banter that we've had so far. But today what we're going to do for this episode, we're going to play some beats sent to us by Vasky. Vasky has reached out to us multiple times. He's not even from here. He's from overseas. I'll tag his profile into this, but he likes our work. He likes our music. He wants to tap in. So we're gonna give him that, not opportunity. We're gonna listen to and give him our unbiased opinions, because we don't usually work with outside producers.
Yeah, I'm the producer.
I've worked with one other. No,
He's the engineer, so it doesn't count.
I'm not talking about Piano Boy.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, but shout out Piano Boy. He does produce.
I mean, it counts, but it's like still in house to me.
Yeah, it still feels like
Yeah.
home. Piano Boy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Forgot that nigga.
I forgot that nigga's name.
I don't.
No
remember his
offense to
name
him.
either. I don't remember his name.
Aziz.
I never met the nigga, so I don't.
I haven't met him either. He's also from
Overseas.
Not here. Not
Okay.
overseas, but
Not
not here.
Michigan.
Yeah, but his beats are fire for sure. I did talk to me with a beat with him, and that came out how it came out. So that's saying something. It's very mainstream sounding. Anyway, let's get into listening to Vasky's beats.
All right, here's beat number one. Beat number one. You know what this reminds me of? ASAP Rocky.
What's up?
Like his early ASAP Rocky.
His style.
Yeah. The drums.
Also, he did tell me all the samples are cleared, so we're green.
Okay.
It gives psychedelic. It gives.
It is. It's
Like-
psychedelic. I like the washed out, like vocal sample. Something I would do for sure with that type of sample.
It did remind me of you when I played this. I was like,
Um,
this shit reminds me of you.
I feel like the drums just. I want like a drum switch, only because you can do a lot with the sample, and those type of drums are really slow. So I feel like it limits a little bit with at least me with like what are the type of shit that I would want to write. So I would want to like where it pauses right here. Change the drums, maybe do some trap drums, something different. But it's still fire.
I would say that I want the drums to hit harder, like the 808s to like not just be like a subtle, like just a. I don't know the.
There's no 808s in this track.
Or not 808s.
It's just the kick.
Yeah, the kick to me.
The kick will hit harder if the 808's there. The kick, I like how loud it is.
Well then, yeah. I would add some 808s. But other than that, the general idea of that beat is fire.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
I like the concept for sure. What was that title?
That was Fair Lady. Man, we can't be giving up all his information. What are you trying to give this to somebody else? So.
They're gonna. The niggas that he's trying to go to aren't gonna.
All right, that one's called Fair Lady. Here's Adored. Beat number 2. What would you do here?
I fucking don't know.
We need to work together.
Because
I like the direction that he goes in and his ideas, but I don't like his drum programming as much as mine, which is an issue that I have with a lot of people is like how they do their drums. It's like subtle things about the drums where it feels like sometimes it feels like I'm listening to like a pre-recorded loop, or like there's just not a lot of character or variety in the drums. They might not change things about them. The loop might just be really short, but not to say that I don't like them on this beat. I just would have did something differently. Not with the pattern, but with certain sound selection items in like within the beat. Like I wouldn't have used the snare. I would have picked something else.
For my style of writing, it's very busy.
That too. The hi hats are kind of going crazy. Like
But I like it. Like if I was just sitting here listening to it, I'd be like, okay. But writing wise, I would be like, damn, where do I fit in? Like where's the pocket?
you can make your 808s like a lot more pronounced too. They're a little subtle in this beat, but I fuck with it though overall.
I like the guitar. Blah blah. I like the guitar.
The guitar, yeah, the guitar is fire. It almost sounds like a vocal sample. That was Adored. This one's You Left Me.
It's crazy because I do. That's funny that you say that.
I don't like that one.
I like that one.
All right.
Send this to Tory Lanez. I know this nigga's in prison, but send this to Tory.
And he finna get out. He ain't finna do
I
10
fuck
years.
with that one. You're tripping.
Tory Lanez ain't finna do 10 years.
Yeah, but you don't play from the top again.
I didn't
Because
like
it was abrupt. I like how like it sounds like The Weeknd.
I don't really. I can't think of like who would get on this. I don't even know how I would write to this or like how I would approach it. I feel like on this one the drums are kind of busy. If that makes sense. Like it's not what I expected from the drums. I'm not a huge fan of that one. I just couldn't see myself writing to it. It's not even like I don't like the beat. It's just like I'm thinking about this from like the perspective of like would I get on this.
That's fair. I fuck with that one. That was like an 8 out of 10 for me.
Okay. I give it like a 7. 7 out of 10.
I could write to that. That might be a Bakari single. I could write to that.
This is what I need. I like that they're all curated.
I like the samples.
Yeah.
I like the concept.
I feel like it's anticlimactic, but I love the snare or the rim, whatever you use for that. It sounds almost like I like the the layering of the drums.
It's not my.
I wouldn't write to it, but it's fire.
It's not my color. It's not my vibe. It's not my aura.
Okay. That one was what I need.
But that sounds like, hey, Big X the Plug would go crazy on that.
Yeah, I can see him going some shit. Yeah, going a little.
Hey, no, I'm just kidding. That was a breath.
All right, number. This is 4, 5. Chill Baby. They can all be like R&B tracks.
It gives enough space to write. It gives enough space to get a point across. This is a get a point across song. And it has enough going on in the back. I'll fuck with this one. It has enough going on in the background for it to be like not boring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like it's just super, like you said, real R&B.
It does get very R&B, which makes sense because he curated the shit
For you, yeah, that makes sense.
So I'll fuck with that.
And the Wild Side.
This already sounds very mainstream. I feel like it's gonna be really hard to mess this up.
Surprising. This might be my favorite out of all of them. I'm gonna say.
It's very Rod Wave for Roddy Ricch.
Yeah. The same thing, I love the drums on this one.
I like the variety. Like he switched it up.
Yeah.
Wild Side is the top one so far. Feels like a movie. Like a scene in a movie.
Yeah. The samples are really good. Like whoever's
Oh, this part's fire.
real cinematic.
This part's fire.
Yeah.
This is it's like a. I can. Okay. I'm working on it. Save that.
So I don't know. My thing, I think, and why I keep saying shit about the drums is I realize like that's what dictates how I'm gonna write or how I'm gonna attack like a beat. Like it has less to do with the sample. The sample dictates the emotion that I'm gonna convey in like my tone, but I feel like the drums have an overall impact on how I'm gonna ride the beat. And a lot of the time, some of these drums I just couldn't even catch. I couldn't really see myself like catching a flow with some of the drums. The last one, I could make myself write some heat to it, but it would take me like maybe an hour. But I could do something.
Oh, fire for sure. I
Yeah.
can write to that. And I have a rough time writing to
Yes.
beats. So that's like good shit.
Yeah.
Fuck with it.
You get in, was it an A for effort?
That nigga's nuts. Overall, he's consistent. His
Yeah.
work is very good.
Very consistent.
Just because some of them don't fit us necessarily doesn't mean they're not good. Like I could literally.
No, they're all good. There's not one that I was like, this is terrible.
Yeah, I could hear somebody on each beat.
Yeah, they sound like complete. They sound like beats.
But I really liked the. What's
The one with the drums that I didn't like. Because it's really the drums that dictate whether or not how I would.
Yeah, I really like that one.
You left me.
Yeah, I like You Left Me because of like the feel, the vibe that you get from it. Like it gives R&B as fuck, first off. Second, it's like The Weeknd mixed with like The Weeknd. The back to R&B Weeknd. Like House of Balloons trilogy, like but the last one was Wild Side.
Yeah.
That was the best one for AM.
Wild
Like
Side.
as a collective for AM, I feel like Wild Side is the best one. So shout out Vasky. I'm gonna reach back out to you. He personally sent those to me on text message until told me to go through them. So waited for Jules to go through them. 9 out of 10 overall.
Yeah, not bad shit.
Send those to the artists that we said for the simple fact of it's not a shot in the dark. Like it's their vibe, it's their style, but
You
it's
never
not.
know.
You never know who's gonna be like, yeah, let's do it, or you never know who knows who.
That too.
So moving into this next year, we're going to hit the ground running. We're not gonna take any time off or any time away from what we already released. We're gonna still do pushes on Keenan and Kel because it deserves watering, it deserves growth. Like just because one person's seen it 10 times doesn't mean 10 people seen it once, if that makes sense. So we're gonna make sure those 10 people see it once. And we're gonna make sure those 100 people see it once, 1,000 people. So For the Streets right now has the biggest push, so we're gonna focus on that. Make sure that gets as much out of it as it can, and then some. Go watch that video on YouTube. We're at 25.5k views on it right now. Don't be scared to like and comment. On Instagram, it's doing pretty good. Pretty good with the shares and the likes and the views. Last time I checked, 77k views on it. And I was checking the analytics because I've become an analytic person now apparently. So I like seeing how long somebody's watched it or the duration time in each click, and people stay on for a minimum of a minute, and that's really saying something because it's real. So it means they watched the whole thing through. It's been shared a lot. It's been saved a lot on TikTok. So keep doing that. It's our first video. It's our first attempt at visuals. And these bitches are really for the streets. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. It was a joke. So what are your goals for 2025? What does your 2025 look like?
consistency.
Bitch, I'm not holding this the whole time.
Consistency. I want to make sure that we got like a good routine going to where we're making like a good or I want to focus on volume more than anything, because last year it was more so about focusing on like a project. So it wasn't like we're making like a bunch of songs. It's like each song that we make ends up on the project. Only the ones that couldn't was the sample one that we couldn't get a sample cleared, and that was supposed to be the closer, which really, you know, pissed me off. And then another one that was already released beforehand, so it just made more sense to leave it as a single. And I feel like this next year, if we focus on like how much we make, we'll get more different sounds, because making a song is not really as like, it's not a challenge anymore. So I feel like then for me, it's always just about challenging myself in a different way, keep myself interested and inspired. Focusing on writing good shit, leveling up on the rap shit. That's really it. And content, building a fucking following, a fan base, like actually getting people to care about our shit and not just be like, oh, these guys are cool, but then looking forward to the next release. I want people like DMing us, like, when are you gonna drop? When is this coming? When is this, like, whenever we tease something, you know? Because right now we have a lot of supporters, but I want fans.
My 2025 looks like shows. It looks like merch. It looks like content. It looks like consistency. So all of that to say, when I said hit the ground running, I meant like go, like the whole 9. Like, I don't want to have to convince somebody I'm an artist. I want them to look at me and be like, oh, that man does something. You know what I mean? Like it's more than just a look. It has to be a lifestyle. It has to be something you live it. You don't just, it's not a Halloween costume. It's like your life. So, and that being said, people take offense to how I present myself on social media. But if you really knew me, if you really if you're really a part of my ecosystem, then you know that my social media persona and my creativity side, or my but anyway, you would know that that's not my only reality, if that makes sense. Like, yes, it's who I am as a creative, as an artist, but everybody doesn't get the version of me that's not the artist. Everybody doesn't get the version of me that's the homebody, family man. Like, nobody, rare occasion that people deserve that. So if you get that, but if you don't, welcome to yours truly, Bukhari. Jeez. But anyway, I'm trying to get into branding and making it make sense versus,
Like we're done. We're basically done trying, and now we're doing.
Yeah.
Like the whole trying shit, we already know what it's like to try.
Trial and error. Like, there's always gonna be trial and error, but
Yeah.
we've gone through okay, let's see what works for us, and we found what works for us.
We've done everything except make merch. That's the only thing we haven't touched. We've performed. We've done a music video. We've recorded in studios. We already know how to do all that. So now, yes, and we've made content. We just gotta do it all correctly now.
Now it's execute. We have the right people around. We have the right idea on how to go about it. We have the know-how now. Now all we're needing is the execution. We're needing the bringing it all into fruition. So you will see a lot of that from us. What we have coming up, we have a show, Park Theater in Holland, January 14th. Yep. We have a fashion show that I'm walking in for Second Vibes.
Shout out Second Vibes.
Shout out Second Shout out Second Vibes. Caitlin and Camille, both fire, both creatives, both. One thing that inspired me about them too is that they have their own business. business and they're running it
Bro,
so
and
smooth.
every time I see them,
Bitch, I'm talking.
every time I see them, they put that shit on. Like, niggas, the fits be fitting.
This nigga's glazing. I was getting at the
No,
business
their
and the
whole
work
business
ethic.
is based
Oh,
on.
dear
They
Lord.
walk. All right. Well, I'll get into it afterwards. We'll talk about it afterwards because he doesn't get it.
What I was getting at is they see their plans through. Like they curate their page matches their work ethic, and I appreciate it. I don't know about the behind the scenes shit or what it takes to do all that, but from a admirer's point of view, or you can talk now.
Yo, like I said, they be putting that shit on. Like, for us, the way that we look has a big thing to do with like how we sound and all that shit. Like, it has to match. We have to look like artists. It has to make sense. Are really into slow fashion and are really huge advocates for that, which is fire.
Streetwear, which is nuts.
And the streetwear, and obviously that's a really big thing. So it's almost like, you know, they're helping the community while also like they're supplying with a good cause. They're not taking away, they're adding. And the shit that they wear advertises their brand. It'd be shit that they made, shit that they upcycled, shit that they like found, and it's just like always fire. The fits be fitting. It's inspiring.
Basically, the saying is iron sharpens iron, so we've been associating ourselves, like we've been making it a point to associate ourselves with like-minded individuals, and I'm not even saying like-minded in the same genre of music or same genre of creativity, like just in general, like can do it, will do it ass people, not crab in the bucket ass fucking Michiganders that the fucking, oh my god, the clicky motherfuckers piss me off. I'm like, you know what? I'm a silent killer. Like, I've been plotting on you niggas, and y'all didn't even know it. Like, y'all over there admiring from in front, but I'm plotting. You'll see what that means soon. But overall, we have a lot coming. We have a lot for you guys to look forward to because we're looking forward to it. And if we're looking forward to it, just know it's going to be fire. Any last remarks or anything you want to end out 2024 with? Because this is New Year's Eve and we will be bringing in 2025 with the view of AM.
All of you supporters, we appreciate you. We're going to continue to grow this and to make it worth your time. And that means leveling up our value on the production level in every aspect. And also, to the people that are watching just to hate, when I see you, you already know what time it is. Peace, love, positivity. Ain't that what Logic be saying? Logic be like peace, love, and positivity. I don't think y'all understand what you are in for coming 2025. And it's like, we have to show you, I understand that, but like, what I understand is that you don't understand what is about to take place come next year. It's gonna be fucking beautiful. It's gonna be fucking beautiful. It's gonna be fucking beautiful.
I've been Bakari.
Fucking beautiful. I'm Jewel.
Dear Lord. And this has been another episode of The Drive. And we thank you for spending this year with us. And we hope you look forward to what we have to bring next year.
Hide your baby moms. Always.
And that's a wrap.
Tuesday. Usually.